guys, and welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone's doing great and staying safe. Today's video we're going to be doing a day in my life, so come follow me along. So my morning usually starts between 6 a.m. to 7:30, 8. It really depends, but I always start with my coffee, so I get my coffee ready. So once my coffee is done brewing, I always go and get my sugar, and I put in, I don't know, like a couple scoops. It really depends. I kind of just eyeball it, just whatever I think is going to be good. After putting in my sugar, I like to stir it up and make sure the sugar's all dissolved. And then I decided to put some more sugar because I didn't think that was enough. And then I put the sugar away, and then I get my creamer. I usually use like half and half, but I didn't have any, so I had this original, like, I don't know, some powdered creamer, so I've been using that. And then I put in a whole bunch because I like a lot of creamer in my coffee, and then I wait for that to dissolve, and then I stir it up in my coffee. So after my coffee is all done, I drink a little bit, and then I start with the animals. So I first go get the dogs food, and I have the dogs dishes here, and I have to walk over here and get their servings. Once I get their servings, I go back to the kitchen and I kind of look at them, make sure they're all even, and then so once I get the dry dog food all measured up, they usually get 1 cup twice a day. Here I am taking a sip of my coffee because you gotta get that coffee in your system and get you going. So in the dog's food, in the morning, they get like 1 little scoop of oatmeal, just help with like fattening, and I measure that out for all 4 of them. After I do the oatmeal, I get some beef broth or chicken broth, whatever I have at the time, and I pour that into their bowls just a little bit, just to help the oatmeal soften so it's easier for them to eat, and it just gives them a little treat in the morning. Once a week, the dogs do get 1 egg in their dish as a treat. It also helps with their coat and just overall health. So then we go outside to feed them, and they're all excited for their breakfast. They're all hungry and excited to see me. So I look at the bowls. I have Nova here. I give her for her first bowl, and then I do Athena, and of course they try to eat out of each other's bowl. Then we have Shadow, and then we have Thor. So after the dogs are done eating, I like to pick up their bowls so the ants don't crawl on them and other bugs crawl in their dishes, and then I just pick up whatever messes they created on the porch, and then I just tidy up, and then I sweep because there's always dirt and leaves on the porch, and I just clean it just to make it look nice, and yeah. Does anybody else's dog love to watch you clean or get in your way as you clean? Because my dogs do it all the time. They just love getting in my way. It's so funny. Every time I'm sweeping, Athena will bring me her toy so I can throw it, and she will fetch it. That's her favorite thing to do when I'm outside. She loves to play. So here she is bringing it to me so I can throw it and she can chase it. And that's one of her favorite toys. Then we have Nova and Thor. Of course, they all want all the loves, so I give it to them. So then I move inside to the guinea pigs. I have 2 guinea pigs now. Akon, he is our newest one. And then we have Cardi. So the guinea pigs have made a mess, so I have to clean it. But I first have to get them out of the cage, which is sometimes a little hassle because they like to run around and hide, but I eventually get them. So I'm going to put them in that little cage over there as I clean this cage. So I start by getting one of the guinea pigs, and today I caught Akon first, so he was being nice today. So here's Akon. He's our newest member of the family. And then I put him in this little cage while I clean the other one, and I first have to go get Cardi. Then I finally get Cardi out of the cage, and here she is, looking cute and chunky. So I put her in this cage as well to keep them out of the way and safe. And whoop, yeah, the cage is not very secure. It kind of popped off, so that was fun. So after the guinea pigs are out of the cage, I just get all their hidey holes and all their stuff that I have in there, their dishes and everything, so I can easily clean it. So I did find that using a vacuum is so much easier to clean this cage. I do sweep and all the poop and whatever's in the cage to a corner, and then I do vacuum, but a vacuum works very well, and that's what I love using for their cage, and it goes so quickly. So once I'm done vacuuming, I put all their homes and their blankets and their dishes back, in their house and get it ready to put them back in their cage. Here I am just giving them more pellets and refilling their food dishes. So I did cut up some carrots for them just for a little treat and everything, and they were so excited. Well, Akon is. Akon eats his vegetables. Kari just doesn't want anything to do with them. I don't know. She just never has. She's the opposite of him. He loves his vegetables. I tried feeding them to her, but she wasn't interested, but he ate right out my hand and enjoyed them. So now that the cage is clean, I bring them back to their home. I give them a little kiss and then I let them go. And then it's Akon's turn, and I give him a little kiss and I let him go in his cage. So once I'm done feeding the animals and everything, I start on making lunch for my husband so he can take to work. So today I'm making a grilled Italian chicken with some cheese and broccoli, which is his favorite. So I get some water heated up in a pan. So while the water is heating up for the broccoli, I take the broccoli out of the freezer and I cut it open and just get it ready for when the water is ready for the broccoli. So the chicken is getting really close to being done. I just flip it and make sure it's getting there and make sure it's done all the way. And it smells so good. And then I put some more sauce on it to keep it moist and flavorful. And then I go over here and I check on the broccoli. The broccoli is getting really close to being done. So once the broccoli is done, I do take it off the heat and drain all the hot water so it stops cooking the broccoli. Once I do have the water drained, I get my cheese and I put it in, and he likes a lot of cheese in there, so I do put a quite amount of cheese in there, and I just stir it up until it looks really good. So once I have the broccoli and cheese all mixed up, I put it in his to-go box for his lunch. So the chicken is done. I take a piece and I start cutting it up to get it ready for his lunch. once I'm done cutting it up, I'll put a lid on it and get him some napkins and some silverware and get everything finished up with his lunch. So my day is kind of split up into two, so I do go to sleep later on when my husband leaves at like 6 for work. So I got up at 3:15 and I started doing some more chores that I didn't get to finish during the day. So here I am folding laundry and just catching up on my shows. And later go into the kitchen to put away the rest of the dishes that I have washed. Who else here hates doing dishes? I hate doing dishes. If I had a dishwasher, it would be so much easier. I don't know why. I just don't like washing dishes, but I gotta do it. So I'm just finishing up the last bit of dishes that I have. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe and hit the big thumbs up, and I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day or your night, and please stay safe, and I really appreciate you guys. Bye.